I'm looking at just a murderer's row here of just fantastic opportunities for you. All are going to be under $100. So save a ton of money today. You're guaranteed the prices for at least 24 hours. So that's something you can look forward to if in fact there are any remaining. A lot of these are going to be last in stock opportunities per usual. If you're new to the live stream, I want to welcome you in. I encourage you to continue watching throughout the whole show. If you don't see the first item you don't like, chances are you're going to see something along the way because of the eclectic mix that we have today for you, okay? That said, if you're watching on TikTok, there's going to be a link that you click in a bio, which is right above, I believe, my head here. That will take you to whatever section you need to of the website, which is shoplc.com, which it should redirect you to that particular item that we're showing at the moment. Then you will punch in the code in the comments section, sold 101, for example, if we're doing the amethyst, right? This is the first item, 101, second item will be 102, so on and so forth. With Facebook and Instagram, you are going to just, in the comments section, sold 101, sold 102, 103, so on and so forth. Ditto that with Instagram as well. So Instagram, Facebook, same deal. And of course, if you're on the website, you'll already be there. Should be able to just click that and take you where you need to go. But we're starting out with what is a triple A. It's a Mashamba amethyst. You got multi-gemstone rings. Looks like you got a little bit of pink sapphire, pink tourmaline as the sort of accents. Really, really well-made piece too, though. It's got a lot of really cool sort of accoutrements to go along with that big, gorgeous center stone. Big emerald cut. Gosh, Lauren was here yesterday, so she was great about modeling, but just to give you an idea of scale there you go, TikTok everybody. So you got a nice deep rich color on that too, sort of a Concord grape color, about 6 carats. Majority of it's going to be in your amethyst, and then you got some accenting stones. Looks like some white zircon and some pink tourmaline as well on the side. Pink tourmaline is going to go really well because you've got sort of a bichroic deal going on with the amethyst there. You're kind of seeing pink flashes depending on which angle you look at it from. So that's really pretty. I love the floral design on the side. That's something that you don't see very often. You see a lot of sort of traditional rings that might have like a past, present, future, just something more kind of run of the mill. This is different. This is boutique, right? This is unique, and this is only $99. You got a $20 budget pay. What is budget pay? 0 credit checks, available to everybody. There are no interest payments, so you would pay a $20 installment or down payment basically and get it home. $20. You're not going to pay any shipping on that because this is over $47.99 or $49.99, which is a threshold to where your shipping's taken care of at that point. But you do have vermeil, so 14 karat yellow gold over sterling silver, all precious metal. So no mystery metal there. Going to be all hypoallergenic. We do have this available in sizes 6 through 10. 6 on up through 10. I believe this is the 10 for sure. So we've got something for everybody in terms of the sizes. And this will be sold 101. Sold 101 on that one. Again, this is beautiful. All right? Love that. Love that. On either side, but almost in sort of a bypass style. Like I want to show you this. The way that they have it set up. So it gives it even more character, I think, don't you? So let's see, that, and then turn it sideways. You've got that's for TikTok, and then the other way. And then for everybody else, I'm hoping you're seeing this good. Yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Excellent. Very pretty, very unique. Get to that cocktail ring size, nice large size there. Going to be very, very. I mean, keep in mind, full disclosure, we've got big hands, kind of. So if it looks pretty large on my hands, and you know it's got to be a nice size there. So this is an opportunity. We probably have this is. I'm assuming this is a newer item. So we probably got about 30 to 40 of them, maybe.
We have 21.
Check that, 21 of them. So we are in that last in stock opportunity here, and see everybody out there. I think somebody just said something and it went away on me on TikTok, so forgive me for not responding to that. Little note about that. Feel free to send in a comment and keep PG and whatnot, but anytime you have any questions or anything, or if I zoom past something that you want to take a second look at because you're seriously considering it, feel free. Just let us know. Chime in with your comments. whatever. If you have any questions, if I'm not able to answer them, I'll try to find somebody that can answer them. But pretty straightforward, but pretty interactive in terms of the difference between the live stream and the live shows. Okay, so take advantage of that, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a beautiful pair of earrings. I think are going to go really, really nicely with these. So I'm going to kind of show them in conjunction. So this was sold 101. We're calling this sold 102. They absolutely must have been meant to be together. I think, hey Caleb, I think they were, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I think they were totally made to be together, because what you have is a beautiful pair. Now they're calling them cushions. Yeah, they are cushions. But you've still got that sort of, squared off look. Again, you're getting the premium Mashamba amethyst. These are going to have white zircon. So these are going to be white. You got a little bit of white zircon in the previous ring right here. So they go lovely together. So again, you got the vermeil, 2.5 microns minimum of 14 karat yellow gold over precious metal sterling silver. 4 carats in total between your amethyst and the accenting sort of little floral white zircon there. That's not a zirconia, that's a real gemstone. You got the big disc backs on those, so they'll stay nice and secure, but you got some nice dangle action going on there, right? And then in conjunction, so I encourage you, if you got the ring, get the earrings. The earrings, not $99. How about $79.99? For a pair of earrings, you could easily spend, I think, $300, $400, $500 all day long in most of your traditional jewelers. But they are gorgeous. You have 4 budget payments on these of $20. So essentially, we had 5 budget payments of $20 on the ring because it was $199.99, whatever. So potentially $40 gets the whole package home. They look lovely together. They're going to go great together. They were made to be together. And you can get them today for only $79.99. But utilize your budget pay if you want. Stretch your dollars out a little bit. That is an amazing opportunity. Amethyst, obviously, you're talking about something that's been in nearly every single crown jewels across the world. It's the the purple variety quartz, but it is just, I think, one of the most underrated stones out there because it's probably one of the most popular stones in the world. It's also your February birthstone, right? So we have birthdays coming up. Where are you? 8 days? What's the day?
7.
We're 7. All right, so we're already a week into January. If you get these today, chances are you'll have them within a week. You won't pay any shipping. And for that friend or family member or loved one or whoever that you have a birthday coming up for in February, you will have knocked it out. You would have gotten it out of the way. So think about that. Even for that person that's really kind of hard to buy for that loves amethyst, this is a great look because you are getting all of that sort of unique look. I love the way they put the little pear shapes at the top on those. You got a nice cushion, you got that little floral design, nice articulation there. They're going to stay nice and secure with those big disc backs. And so again, I think if you get one, you should probably get the other. It's not a must, but definitely they were meant to be together. So this is sold 102, and I'm not sure how many we have, but they are just fantastic.
We have 50 of those.
So we got about 50. This is probably the first time they've been shown. Nice round number, but they are beautiful. And for $79.99, such a giveaway. All in noble metal on top of precious metal. Precious, all of it, really, gold and silver, but man, is that a great look. So come on in, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. That is item sold 102, and of course that ring was sold 101. Get them together. Yes, love it. I'm gonna set you behind me. Now we're gonna have a little bit of rubies. We got a sapphire ring coming up. Keep in mind, everything today is gonna be under $100, including what I can't believe we're doing for this price, and I'm not seeing it out here, DJ.
I think I might have one of the other color options. Because they're different color options.
Please tell me you do. Because this is one, okay. So yesterday, after Lauren and I did the live stream yesterday, right? The second one together. She did the first one by her lonesome, and she's always fantastic, and she was kind enough to jump in with me and do the second show with me yesterday. And just lighten the load a little bit, and she's easier on the eyes. But after that show, I went over to the live studio where I saw Michelle, my buddy that most of you know if you watch Shop LC with any regularity, and she's on, and she's got this, she's got amethyst, she's got a garnet bracelet, she's got a multi bracelet, a tennis bracelet that is, and it is this. I'm pretty sure this is what she was showing, and I said, oh my gosh, she was selling out of them. They one by one they were selling out. So that tells me right now, more than likely, I'm guessing we are in a last in stock opportunity. Because I said to myself, okay, well, I'd sure like to get that because I'm doing the overnight show tonight, the 2 to 6 with Becky, I believe, Booker. But I said to myself, gosh, it'd be so nice if they had more of these, or if we got a second shipment or something in, because I just sat there and watched them all sell out, and I was trying to buy them all. Why was I? Well, we practice what we preach here a lot of times, at least I do, and I think a lot of hosts do. No, Michelle does, the aforementioned Michelle, but because she was selling these for under $50. Now we are matching that price, but if you can believe it, you're getting a tennis bracelet, an amethyst tennis bracelet. There we go, TikTok, with the most beautiful, well-matched Concord grape, just excellent top gem quality on every single one of those, and they're not small stones. We're talking about 8 karat 50 on the amethyst here, right? It's available in a 7 1/4 and an 8 inch. So I'm not sure. It sold out yesterday from what I saw, because she was mowing through them. I think when I left, there was maybe one of the different ones available. Now we do have a citrine, or those sold out. Is anything sold out?
Let's see.
And we have a little bit of sizing, so I'm thinking it might have been a situation where a lot of times.
Peridot sold out.
Okay, so the Peridot sold out. The Topaz.
The Blue Topaz.
Blue Topaz available?
No, sold out.
Okay, Blue Topaz sold out.
We have one size of the Mozambique.
We have one garnet, folks. Get that garnet, or save it, and I'll get it.
And then we have 2 sizes for the multi-gemstone.
Okay, and then there's 2 sizes for the multi-gemstone, which is going to give you, let's see, Blue Topaz, you've got the garnet, you've got the peridot, you've got the amethyst, you've got, looks like a citrine or possibly fire. I'm going to say citrine. So you have a multi, but these go all the way around. You've got a plunge and insert clasp. They're all in sterling silver. They're $49.99, folks. You cannot beat that price. You just can't. 100%. Look, it's a bracelet. Each one of these, and I repeat myself, I have big hands, but each one of these is very well large enough to have been their own solitaire stone, and good enough quality to be in their own sort of solitaire ring. Now you might want to gussy it up as like a halo of some diamonds or whatever, but I mean, to be able to get this much, this quality, also wonderfully matched, also wonderfully made, all calibrated cut in exactly the same way, for under $50 is a banging deal. And not only that, it's all in precious metals. This is one of the best deals there is. There's not many of them. That much I do know because, well, I saw them sell out for the most part yesterday. Chances are what happens is sometimes people hit that fast buy button too many times because they don't want to miss out on the deal, and then later on they're like, oops, I accidentally did that, so a couple will pop back in. No big deal. It's awesome for us though, because that gives you a last in stock opportunity, but they won't last. Again, if you go to sold 10, this is 103, go to 103, it'll take you to where you need to go, but only one of you is going to get the last of the Mozambique garnet, which that one I was really crushing on that one yesterday. But not only that, one thing I didn't mention is these are in precious metal. Of course, I mentioned that, but they're bathed in platinum. So you're getting a platinum overlay, a very expensive overlay, and you do have that plunge and insert with the depressing button. That doesn't sound right. You depress the button, but yeah, it's a depressing button. It's super sad. But you've also got a double safety latch. So you're gonna keep it nice and secure. There's little infinity latches there. Pop those down, but they just continue. It's gorgeous. So take advantage of that one. I can't say enough about this, and I will say this most assuredly. I was thinking maybe a couple of them sometimes like a shipment will come and that we don't account for when we're on the live TV, but this is a situation I think where they're all in, and that's everything we have. So keep that in mind. Very, very limited. Probably going to be in the low, if anything, the low teens on the amethyst. Correct me, amethyst, how many do we have?
The amethyst we have in those 2 sizes, we have 6.
Okay, so there's only 6. So we're talking, yeah, definitely last in stock opportunity. But I'm so excited that the team who put this show together was able to get these on there. So maybe the last time you see them, and probably definitely gonna be the last time you get to get them at $49.99. I think I bought a bunch of these probably, I don't know, about a year and a half ago. I think we did them for even more, a year and a half ago. Almost like virtually the same thing. I think it was like maybe $59.99. And that was a killer deal. $49.99. So at that $49.99, even if you just get one, and that might be all you can get because they're probably selling out as we speak. Even if you just get one at $49.99, you're not going to pay any shipping costs. Okay, so keep in mind your shipping caps out online at $49.99, and there we are. Okay, so come in, take advantage of that. That is an amazing opportunity. And again, we have them in the larger sizes in some cases. So, like for example, this one I believe is the 7. So this will be the 7 1/4, and there's an 8 in the amethyst, and probably I guess I don't know, maybe an 8 or 7 1/4. But look, the little drape ain't gonna hurt anybody, ladies. I think it's kind of nice, but definitely at $49.99 you can't beat it. So I know I spent a lot of time on it, but I was just so excited that we were able to bring these to you. And it is gorgeous. You'll love it. When you get it home, you're going to be blown away. So, tennis bracelet. Beautiful. I'll show you one more time, and then we'll move on. Yes. Yes, indeed. High quality on those stones, too. So, what is next on Sold 104? Friends, I've also got, today, I'm going to just kind of mention it while we're transitioning here. I've got a Asher cut, probably one of my favorite rings that we've ever done here. That's coming your way here in just a little bit. I just want to tease it a little bit. Just want to tease it. You're gonna want to jump in and get it before it sells out. It's got to be last in stock as well. All right. So just to kind of heads up there. Here, I'll put it behind me. So beautiful. All right, and you too. All right. So, multi-gemstone, chakra lariat, 18 inches in platinum. Now, if you missed out, or if you didn't miss out, or if you didn't partake in the previous auction, that's cool. You want to get this one. This is the first time I'm seeing this item. It is on clearance. It's a multi-gemstone chakra necklace. You guys can look that up, and all that goes along with that, and the different sort of areas of the body that the chakras affect. If you're into like yoga, you probably notice a lot of this sort of stuff, or one of the religions that puts the focus on it. But what you're getting here is a lot of hardware in terms of your platinum, in terms of your silver. You got silver with a platinum overlay, obviously, but you've got bezel setting on all of these large gemstones. So you're looking at, well, garnet, peridot, citrine, smoky quartz, blue topaz, I'm going to call that a black spinel, and an amethyst. All bezel set beautifully. So you got a big, beautiful red garnet here, probably Mozambique, and then you've got all this beautiful work in between. It is absolutely lovely. It's got some versatility. You got some movement down. I call it 18 inches, so it'll hang a little bit lower. We just want, for the purposes of this presentation, we wanted to show it to you this way. Now you could always sort of tie it up a little bit if you wanted to, so that's an option as well if you want to do it more as a kind of a choker style like we've got here, which I think is nice. Friends, this is all in sterling silver. It's 5 karat 75, multi gemstones. You've got a lot of birthstones in there too. You've got January, August, November, smoky quartz, topaz. Topaz is kind of a strange one because blue topaz, a lot of the month calendars have it listed as a December, but then they have topaz because of imperial topaz as November. So that's kind of got some versatility there. And of course the spinel, which is a new inductee, that one's also been added to your August. So that's gonna join peridot there. And then you've got, of course, February, which will be right around the corner here at the bottom, and all bezel set. So it's very chunky in terms of the hardware here. This is $59.99. $59.99 just for the chain alone, worth the price of admission here. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful design work, bathed in platinum. $15 on budget pay. Wow. So yeah, $15 gets it home. You're not going to pay any shipping and handling. That will already be taken care of. So that's pretty straightforward. In other words, yeah, you want to move quick on this one. Very much so a last in stock opportunity. But, I mean, just fantastic. Going to go great with the multi-gemstone bracelet if you got that in the previous auction. But this is sold 104. But in sold 103, I think we did have a couple of the multi-gemstones, which would go quite lovely with these because it's going to have most of these, minus, I think, the smoky quartz. So, great look. Beautiful stones. All very, and I'm going to show you this and then we'll move on. But I just want to show you the thickness of that bezeling. So it's going to rest really nicely on your chest. And then behind that, you have some nice sort of scroll work. It's going to make it sort of be very smooth to the skin. Of course, platinum, going to give you that, it's not going to irritate your skin or anything like that. We're talking hypoallergenic, so good deal there. But man, this is one of the ones that I think when you get it home, I don't know how well it shows here in the studio, but when you get it home, I think this is going to be one of the ones that you're like, wow, that's substantial, and it is. So beautiful. All right, so that's going to be sold 104. And DJ, could you give me a count on how many we have remaining of these?
We have 67.
Okay, so about 67 of these, and I got to tell you, it's just gorgeous. It's the first time I'm seeing it, so I'm kind of pumped up about that one. 67 of these remaining multi-gemstones. So if you have like perhaps they're perfect for any age, but like, for example, like a grandparent or somebody who has a lot of grandchildren with different birthdays and stuff, I think it's always cool to sort of get the multi-gemstones, whether it be a bracelet or even a ring. It's kind of cool because chances are it's probably got some of the birth dates, birth stones of some of the grandkids or grandchildren and whatnot. So, yep, love it. All right, so 67, probably enough to go around, but definitely on a very, very low $59.99. This is clearance item. It's normally clearance at $79.99, but today they're doing it for $59.99. So keep in mind that probably will bump back to the $79.99. So that'll still be a great clearance price. Don't get me wrong, but you save $20. Save $20, right? So take advantage of that, ladies and gentlemen, and that is a beauty. All the different chakras, very cool. That is so cool. It does. Just notice that it has like a stone for each of the different chakras. How awesome! All right, you got to get it. You got to get it, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, $59.99. Great get there. So, Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Most of you are familiar with this particular stone. If you watch these shows with any regularity, or if you watch Shop LC with any regularity, or if you're just a gemstone lover. This is a mine in Globe, Arizona that was shut down, or at least in terms of for the mining of Sleeping Beauty turquoise, for the most part was shut down around the early 2010, so around 12 or 13. There's some disputes and when, but it's been well over 10 years, right? We still have a lot, or still had a lot of rough, or had connections that did have a lot of that rough. What was that rough? It was probably the most prized turquoise and most expensive turquoise in the world. It doesn't have the veining that you're used to seeing with turquoise, which I think is cool and unique in its own right, but this is just a smooth, typically pristine, occasionally you see some impurities, but typically pristine, and tends towards the robin's egg blue. And it is vibrant, it is beautiful, it is clean, and it can be very, very expensive. And it's very, very difficult to find new jewelry out there that is Sleeping Beauty. We're one of the few places I think you can, fortunately. That said, when you do find it out in the retail world, or if you find it at some sort of estate type deal, which is typically where you're going to see the Sleeping Beauty material because of the closure of that mine, you're going to see it for a pretty penny. I don't think you're going to see it for $17.99. Yes, you heard me correctly. $17.99. Now here's the deal with this. This is in stainless steel. Stainless steel, I call it the metal of the future. Anybody who's ever seen Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio? I think it was like a Martin Scorsese movie. He's like, the way of the future, way of the future. Got a nervous tick. This, I think, is the middle of the future. It's very strong. It's typically very lightweight. It's hypoallergenic. At the same time, microbial. It's something that you'll see in a lot of doctors' offices and the equipment because of those qualities, and a lot of dental offices and things like that. And there's very few, I'd say, groups out there, companies with the capabilities to make this in jewelry. I think we're maybe one of 2 or 3 that actually have those capabilities, because it requires extreme temperatures. I think up to 1700 Fahrenheit, if I'm not mistaken. You can Google that. But very high temperatures. So in other words, it's important for me to point out that we do have this available to you in sizes 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The 5 just sold out. But in pretty much every other size from 6 to 10, you will be able to get this. This is not going to be a situation where I can say, hey, go to your neighborhood jeweler if your size isn't available anymore, and see, then they should be able to fix it, no problem. That's if we're talking about sterling silver or gold or something like that. Platinum, probably, that's another one. There's probably only about 5 to 10% of jewelers that can work with platinum. Why? Because much like stainless steel, it does require very, very high temperatures to melt. So you want to get this in your size. You want to get this home. I would encourage you to move sooner rather than later on this one. Platinum, speaking of the aforementioned stainless steel. Speaking of platinum, kind of a dead ringer for platinum. It does not tarnish. It's not gonna oxidize or anything like that. You should wipe it down, and it's in the name, stainless. So it's not gonna stain or anything like that. It's virtually indestructible. So, but it also is not gonna have a lot of give to it either. So, you want to get this one in your size. You want to get it now. It's a 65 point, but the density of this particular gemstone it's a little bit on the lighter side. So when we talk about a 65 pointer in this case, I'm going to give you the look closer to a carat. So, and it is absolutely stunning. Robin's egg blue. You got a nice pear shape too. So that's going to give you a little bit of versatility in terms of how you can wear it, which is one of the reasons why I love the pear shape, and because it's just a really beautiful feminine vibe, and it always looks on the hand there. So $17.99. I don't know of anybody that can do this deal except for us for a brand new piece of jewelry. I even love the mounting here. You got sort of a nice scalloping going on, which gives it a nice bit of texturing, a different break from the norm, right? But it definitely gives it a lot more character than if it was just, I don't know, say just like a smooth band, you know? So that definitely adds to it. So kudos to the design department on that. But absolutely gorgeous. Now there is something called a Zachary treatment process, which is basically where they put a coating over the turquoise just because it is kind of porous. And it can tend to want to change color and stuff if it gets too much bleached out in the sunlight or anything like that. So you actually want that Zachary treatment. That's a really great breakthrough in jewelry. So, but other than that, you're talking about something that's, all natural material, and it's just beautiful. Robin's egg blue, that's quintessential Sleeping Beauty. The reason why that mine's called that is because it's got kind of this silhouette. If you look at it, there's like a mountain region, I think just in either the background. I've never actually been there, but I've seen pictures and seen postcards. And in the background, it's got like sort of a silhouette of Sleeping Beauty. So it's Sleeping Beauty, and I think they're mostly mining copper there at this point. So no more mining for this since the early 2010s. But it's beautiful. So there you go. Sold 105, $17.99. You have nothing to lose. I mean, if you get 3 of them, you're not going to pay any shipping. And then you can just gift them. Or just sit on them. Sell them down the road. Sell them if you have an online store or something like that. Double your money. You sell something like that for $40, easy. But that is gorgeous. All right, so we're going to move on. That's sold 105. Sold 105. And, yeah, it's lovely. I mean, it's just an ideal, elegant simplicity on the solitaire. So, yeah. And a killer deal. Wow, $17.99 for nearly a carat of Sleeping Beauty. That's why it's fun to work here. Bring you the items that are hard to find, and we're going to bring you some more items here in just a little bit that are very, very hard to find. For example, tell me that doesn't look like about, I don't know, a $40,000. If these are Potaiba tourmalines, this Potaiba Appetite, that's coming up. That's one of my favorite rings we've ever done. There's got to be super limited on that. Now, if you got that ring, I want to encourage you to get this matching set of hoops. And then after this one, could we show the pear shape too? Because I think those would go nicely too.
Okay.
But I want to show the hoops first, and I agree with you to show these first because these are amazing and the price is unbelievable. This is 2 carat 50 on your hoops. You've got a past, present, future kind of a front. There we go, TikTok. There we go, Instagram, Facebook. You've got sort of a past, present, future, north to south design on those. They're going to be just shy of an inch round. And then you just got the little locking backs, little latch back, and they'll snap firmly into place. Stay nice and secure on the ear. But you are getting 3 beautiful oval cabochons here. And we'll get that up for you just a second behind me. But folks, we're talking about a crazy, crazy low price on these. 2 carat 50. Keep that in mind on the Sleeping Beauty, that Robin's Egg View, beautiful blue. Just fantastic. Let me get an actual measurement for you. Come down. Yep, just shy of an inch. So not too big, not too small, just right. Yeah? Yeah. Hoops. They're never, ever going out of style. Now the thing that's noteworthy here that I didn't tell you about, you got some simulated diamonds here. Okay? Simulated diamonds, not simulated Sleeping Beauty though. Keep in mind, that's very important. So I'm not mad at the use of simulated diamonds. You got some CZs, right? But they're small and they pack a big punch. CZs about an 8 on the most hardness scale, so that's just going to give you the exact look of diamonds. It adds a nice little touch and it breaks up the monotony here, and does give you a little bit of extra added sparkle there. So I think that's a great addition to those as well. And it sort of also gives you, it elongates and gives you a little better use of those stones there. You got these rounds in between just the two. So just a side note there, but I think that does add to the beauty, and those are very believable in terms of the size. You know, we're not talking about something that's so huge here that's like, well, that's, you know, if those are diamonds, that's going to be blah, blah, blah. No, it's just the right size to where that gives it that very rich, sort of very wealthy look here. And look, Sleeping Beauty typically is going to be in your, it's almost always going to be in precious metal. We did these in stainless steel. That's going to make it more affordable to you. If we're in precious metal, we're talking about probably getting over the $100 mark, but we're doing them now for $39.99. $39.99 gets these hoops home. Absolutely gorgeous, just shy of an inch. Perfect for everyday wear, perfect for dressing up, perfect for that cocktail gown at the gala or whatever it is you might be going to that's super fancy and super nice, or that really nice dinner, candlelight dinner. But also something, you wear these every day. Wear them with jeans, whatever. Dress up, dress it down. $39.99, $13.33 on budget pay. I think they're lovely. Stainless steel, hypoallergenic, not going to irritate your skin, any of that stuff. So great get there. And how many do we have of these?
That one, 400.
400. So we got enough. We got enough for now, and that's probably why we're doing them for $39.99. This is something I don't think you find for less than $200-300 at traditional retailers. If you find Sleeping Beauty, which when's the last time you saw Sleeping Beauty? I see it in a lot of. I'll see it in some high-end places from time to time. Some new jewelry, but for the most part, traditional mall jewelers, impossible. You'll see some dyed howlite that'll look very much like this, but that is not this. So $39.99. That is one you want to pull the trigger on for sure, and get a couple of them. We do have enough to go around, so there's no limit to the amount you can get. There's just a limited amount we have, but we do have a good bit of these in particular. So I would say absolutely 100% go for it. That's such a great look, and it looks like platinum and it looks like diamonds, and it is the very rare Sleeping Beauty turquoise. So we're going to move on to a pair of earrings, which I think, and these would go great with the ring that we just showed you, for sure. But we also have a pair of studs, if that's more your tempo, that we could do next if we could. And the studs we have, looks like we have them in both with the stainless steel and perhaps what looks like a rose gold overlay, perhaps. Ooh, this is interesting. Now, again, they're studs, so the color of metal. I mean, I don't want to say it's not important. It is, but it's going to be in the prongs, basically. That's what people are going to see, and there's a base, obviously. So it is kind of, it is, I will say, yeah. Okay, I don't want to try to discount it because it's quite noticeable. So, that said, we got the studs. Okay, it's going to go great with the ring that we showed you. These are going to be sold 107. And here's the good news. These studs, and guys, if you have your ears pierced or whatever, go for it. Studs. Studs get studs. 80 points on your Sleep Beauty, so you got 40 points a piece. Going to give you a look of about a carat a piece with those, a little shy, maybe. But these are $19.99. They're in precious metal. They're in sterling silver. You've got the platinum overlay. That's going to be your sort of white gold look. Yeah. You've got a rose gold look. And you also have a yellow gold. So there's going to be a situation here where we've got like a vermeil in the rose, which one of the things you don't see a lot, and I think it looks fantastic actually, and we've got them here in the studio here, is the rose gold paired with Sleeping Beauty. And I don't know why we don't do more of that, but that is a great look. Rose gold, just commonly referred to as pink gold out in the trades. That looks really good. So I take back everything I said about the prong color, whether it be the yellow gold, the platinum, or the rose gold. I take back everything I said about, people aren't really going to see it because it's fairly prominent, the prongs on these. But and it looks fantastic. So I encourage you to get all three of them. If you get all three pairs, you're going to spend, what, $60? Oh, by the way, budget pay available to you on this one too. So if you get all three, you wanted to do it on budget pay, you wouldn't pay any shipping. That would get you over that $50 or that $49.99 hurdle, right? So that takes care of the shipping on all three of them, which would normally be, I don't know, $3.99, something like that. So that's going to save you $12. But if you get budget pay, you get all three for $30 today, and you won't pay shipping either. But you'll just pay $30 today and $30 next month. Everybody can afford $1 a day for a month, and the $30 investment, you can get all three of them. Absolutely beautiful. And look, these are big enough to where you could, if you wanted to down the road, if you got a couple of them, you could potentially put it in a solitaire ring if you wanted to, if one were so inclined. It wouldn't be the largest, but it'd be nice. And they do look quite lovely indeed with that ring that we showed you, which was a couple auctions. It was one auction back. So this is 107 are the earrings, right?
Yes.
Yep, big disc backs. This was 105 on the ring. Okay? So just a nice pair of studs, everyday wearable kind of deal. But again, these are in precious metal. So if you wanted to match the ring, probably go with the platinum overlay, but it's your prerogative. But definitely, get all three of them. I mean, great as a gift-giving idea after you get some for yourself, or if you already have a pair, get them as a gift. $19.99. $19.99. I'll probably go back up to like $29.99 or something, I would imagine, after the 24-hour mark. So today's the 7th. Didn't it just say the 6th? Or was I imagining? No, it was the 7th. Okay. Thought I was going a little nutty there. But today's the 7th. So the 8th, 24 hours from now, I cannot guarantee a $19.99, but for now, yeah. So that's a great get. And again, $10 budget pay, get some home. You're not breaking the bank. So worst case scenario, you just have something beautiful, or you can gift it, and that's very, very affordable, especially for Sleeping Beauty turquoise, that rare and lovely variety of turquoise. So that was sold 107. Can't encourage you strongly enough on that one as a gift giving opportunity, just to put them away. Just so you can say, look, oh yeah, I got some Sleeping Beauty, never before been worn, because they're not finding any real new significant deposits of that particular. Now, if you love Sleeping Beauty and you want something a little more dressed up, a little more avant-garde, a little more boutique, designer, chic, we got your back, 100%. I love, love, love this ring. it's not quite, well, yeah, I guess you could kind of call it cocktail ring size, but it's got that it. It's got the it factor. Look at that. Everybody on TikTok, look at this. Tell me that is not fantastic. So what you have is multi gemstones here. You've got that sort of neon apatite surrounding it, which I think, and in full disclosure, and these bezels set. Look at that. This is super designer. Looks like you got some white zircon surrounding the initial halo here. Then you've got that second double halo, but then it's flanked on either side by these. Looks like that's more neon apatite, but marquise cut, all bezel set. How cool looking is this? You've got these rounds, and to me, and I was about to get to this, full disclosure, I own a Sleeping Beauty. It's a little different style than this, but it has a halo of the apatite. I don't know if there's a gemstone that complements Sleeping Beauty better that I've ever seen than this sort of neon apatite. For some reason, in my mind, and I hope you feel the same way, you may not, but in my mind, that to me is the perfect thing to pair up with that beautiful robin's egg blue. It sets it off. And I think it's just so fantastic. This is such a cool looking ring. You got a nice finished under gallery here too. And you've got these beautiful sort of round buttons on either side, which really give it a big sort of real estate sort of fingerprint, no pun intended. And folks, we've only got it available. This is very limited. It's $99.99. It's under $100. This looks like a couple $1,000s. It looks like something that you would see in that showroom, that you would look, in the window dressing in New York on Fifth Avenue or whatever, and you would see something like this with initials, or with with like some initials in the background, and maybe even a picture or something of the designer, doing some kind of pose. I don't know. But this looks so designer. I think, in fact, if you put a pair of initials in there, if somebody just wanted to sponsor it, like some big designer, just said, hey, look, I love it, I'll put my name on it, and you could, in terms of price, but you're getting that very expensive look. You're not having to pay that very expensive designer fee on this one. And this absolutely 100% looks like something that some very wildly expensive designer would do. Another thing about this one, so it's going to be in vermeil, but you've also got the platinum. So a lot of your high-end designers, they'll do famously. I used to sell a lot of a gentleman by the name of Stambolian. He had designed for Tiffany and Company and a couple others, real big names. But he used to use this a lot. The use of like silver or platinum with yellow gold, and it does give it that very boutique look, that very original, that very interesting look. And this has that for days. It actually looks like it could have been a piece designed by him. But the pieces that I used to sell at my former employer, they were up there in terms of price. I mean, they were a good price for what it was, so I'm not mad at it. But this looks like it very easily could have been a several $1,000 ring that gentleman or just any other really high-end designer could have designed for you. But you're not having to pay that price. $99, folks. They're very limited. We've got a size 7, 8. That's great because that's about your average size on most ladies. But we also have a 5. The 6 is sold out now. The 9 sold out. The 10. But this will be sold 108. If you love that beautiful chic designer look, this is absolutely 100% for you. It's so original, so unique. And can we scroll down? I just want to get a little particulars because it does look like, I just want to see if that's, I'm pretty sure that's white zircon in the halo. We got Sleeping Beauty, check on that. Neon apatite, love that. And then, yeah, white zircon. Okay, not to be confused with cubic zirconium. Got a genuine gemstone in the white zircon halo as well. And I love that they did that halo of white zircon, kind of breaking up the monotony here too. And then the second halo. I think it would have. I don't know if it would have looked as good had they done the neon and then the white, but maybe, I don't know. But either way, this is fantastic, very limited. For that reason, I'm not going to stay on it too much longer, but I just got to say it's so beautiful. And the use of those marquise with the bezel setting, that really, to me, is just, and then almost like kind of like a butterfly design surrounding that, or fleur-de-lis kind of deal. How regal and how expensive does this look? It's not today. $99, you got a $20 budget pay. Can't say enough about this, and I really, really love that look, and it does have such a large present. That is so cool. All right, so we're gonna move on. This is item sold 108. Just so cool. Different. Very unique. All right, $99.99. I think we sold that one time for $149 or $129, something like that. So guaranteed that price for the next 24 hours. Today's the 7th. Keep that in mind. Now, we are going to move on to another little bit of Sleeping Beauty. And then, folks, keep in mind, we're going to have some sapphires. We're going to have some rubies. I'm looking at a chrome dioxide ring that is going to blow your mind. We've got a Tanzanian blue spinel coming your way. So much more. Opals, on and on. And oh, those opal Celtic crosses off the charts. Just landed. All right, so if you got the ring that we just showed you, or you got the earrings, either pairs of the earrings that we've shown you in the previous auctions, if you just joined us, welcome. But this, I think, is going to be the perfect accoutrement to go with that ring, or the initial pear-shaped ring that we showed I think was 105. This is item sold 109. You've got Sleeping Beauty. You've got bezel setting here, which I like because that sleeping, turquoise, not super hard on the Mohs hardness scale there. So a good bezeling is very, very nice. Also, you're gonna more than likely have the Zachary treatment, which is nice, which sort of protects that gemstone from shifting colors on you or getting bleached out, or anything like hairspray and things like that. It's a very porous stone. But what you're getting here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It says 3 carat 15. It would suggest a lot more just from the look here that you're getting with that. Doesn't that look like, I mean, gosh, that looks like almost 8 carats. Each one of these gives you that look. It's probably about a 7x5 of a decent little solitaire size, or a past, present, future size. Maybe a little shy. But, folks, we're doing this for $69.99. It's sterling silver, too. You got a sterling silver bracelet here. Goes up to, it says 7 1/4. I'm going to give you guys a receipt on that, though, just to be sure, because maybe it goes a little bit longer. But it can go down to pretty much anything you need. So if you're one of the ladies with a sort of a smaller or a little dainty wrist, no worries there, because you do have all these sort of Rolo style chains right here, all precious metal. But let's give you a measurement in full. So yeah, that 7 1/4 is pretty spot on there, ladies and gentlemen. So 7 1/4, that's about your average wrist size. So that's kind of a good thing. But we can go on down to as low as, gosh, probably a 5, whatever. If you wanted to, you could get. I'm not sure if how many do we have of these? If one was so inclined, you might be able to make like kind of a little choker deal out of it if you wanted to, by getting 2 of them or 3 of them. Make a nice little necklace as well. Again, this is all precious metal.
We have 16.
Okay, so we have 16 of them. So yeah, if one were so inclined, you could very well make this into like a night. Get 3 of them, 7 1/4. So you're looking at like almost a 22-inch necklace, which would be lovely as well. Now, as to how it would sit, I'm not sure, but with that bezel setting, that does help it to sort of rest very easily on without flipping, without as much fear of it flipping, as opposed to some prongs. So you got a little more solid base there too. So take a look. There's the back. As you can see, the Sleeping Beauty kind of exposed on the back there a little bit, but you got the nice thick bezeling. Gives it a lot of good protection on the side there. And again, all these sort of Rolo style chains on the outside. So let me give you a look here. This is item sold 109. There are 16 of them. Last in stock opportunity. I got a pretty big wrist. I mean, I wear about a size 8, so this is it's gonna show full frontal on most people, I would imagine there. And and ladies, if you wear something that's larger than a size 7 1/4, I think that 7 1/4 is about the average. But if you wear something larger than 7 1/4, no worries there. At shoplc.com, where you're going to be redirected anyway, you can always go and get a little extender there. We should have plenty different variety of extenders available to you. So again, sterling silver on the bracelet there. So that's an easy find in terms of extending this one. You can get one of those. Maybe you can probably get one of those little magnetic little inch extenders or 1.5 inches, whatever, that you could add to this, because you do have that big lobster claw clasp there Okay, so $69.99, a great get, all in precious metal. $17.50 on budget pay. That's how I know we got this. We got kind of a low deal on this one because $17.50 is usually not a. We usually have like a rounder number. It's usually like a 20 or a 15. Not necessarily a round number, but $17.50 today, and we'll guarantee this price. There's only 16 left. We'll guarantee it for 24 hours. All right. Normally goes out for $209.99. That sounds about right. I think that's actually a little low. So great opportunity, beautiful robin's egg blue on that Sleeping Beauty turquoise. 3 carat 15. Yeah, you want to get that before it sells out. There's only 16. Take advantage of it. Love it. Gonna go great with the rings, with the earrings. So awesome. All right, so that is probably the last, I believe, of the Sleeping Beauty that we have. So I'm going to kind of reset a little bit for those of you who have joined us. I've missed a couple comments. I apologize on TikTok. They kind of run a little faster than I can sort of see them without sort of grinding the show to a halt here. So maybe some of the people that made comments, you want to send something back in, feel free to do so. DJ's on top of it if we get any comments or questions from the Instagram and Facebook crowd. But what I will say here that we have coming up, quick reset. Yes, TikTok. There's a bio up there. There should be a link that you're going to click on. That will take you to the website. You'll then put in comment section. For example, the next item we're going to show is item sold 110, which I'm not seeing out here, but I might be missing something. It's a really cool amethyst, that sort of 5-stone amethyst ring. Instagram, Facebook, you guys will, in the comment section, put in sold 110, for example, which will be our 10th item that we're showing up next.
Never mind, we don't have this one.
You can't track it down? Okay. That's kind of cool looking. Just stick it on. Kind of a neat amethyst ring. We'll stick it on the thing. We don't have it in the studio, unfortunately. Sorry about that, guys. But onward and forward to the next item. So anyway, comment section sold one. This will actually be now 111 for everybody.
Yes.
TikTok and Facebook and Instagram, and that will direct you to the website where you'll be able to find out all the information, the particulars on any given item. You probably see a couple different photographs of it from different angles as well, in case I'm not, satisfactorily showing those. So that said, Fisher Filling is kind of a modern, really a modern marvel that's allowed people to get genuine corundum in some cases, or in any gemstone that's used in. But basically what they'll do is they'll use a sort of a lead, or non-toxic lead, but lead or some sort of coloring agent that's hardened, that they will then fill in any sort of cavities or fissures, right, in any what would normally be any very expensive gemstone, so that you are getting a genuine gemstone as opposed to, say a lab created, which is fine too. In some cases those are really beautiful. But in terms of just getting that exact look of something that would be wildly, maybe in the past would have been just so overly expensive. Like for example, this, I've sold non-Fisher filled that look virtually identical to this, right? Something like this does give you that sort of $8,000 to $10,000 look, because they can be very, very expensive. Now here's an opportunity for you to get, for example, the first one I'm going to show here is this blue sapphire, and you've got, a very, very large center stone here. Right off the top, I'm going to give you guys a price. It's $79.99. We don't usually let these go for a penny less than, I think, $99. So you're having huge savings right there, right off the top. So that's $20. I suspect we haven't gone this low before. Perhaps we have, but that to me seems wildly low, because I know we've done some comparable. But this is $79.99. You're talking 6 carat 85 on your blue sapphire. And I'm going to assume, and we have it available. This is a newer item. I'm going to assume the 5 through 10 that this is probably hasn't been shown on air yet. I think you're getting first crack at them. I think these will sell out on TV. I want to always kind of caution you guys that look, even if we have a bunch of them, if I see all the sizes that are available and something that I know is a fantastic deal, that tells me that it hasn't been shown on television yet, because usually there'll be like certain sizes sold out. So you're getting the first crack at these at $79.99. That's incredible. Now, are they all the same price? Because we have a ruby version, which you're seeing behind me. We've got the sapphire version. There we go, TikTok. And we've got that amazing chrome diopside. Folks, get the chrome diopside.
They're all the same price.
Okay. The chrome diopside, all natural chrome diopside. This is like my favorite green gemstone. It is absolutely stunning. It gives you, I mean, this looks like one of the most expensive saffrite garnet in the world, right? That chrome diopside, unbelievable. That's 4 karat 40, all natural, $79.99, $79.99. Get all 3 of these. If you're a lover of sapphire, you have a September birthday, you have a July birthday, you just love beautiful green gemstones, all of these are, there's something for everybody here. We're covering the bases. Chrome diopside, to me, I'm in love with this gemstone, but it is a very, very rare gemstone. And we got $16 budget payments on these. 16 for basically. Okay, so there's sapphire, and I'm sorry, I'm not the best in terms of hand modeling. I just want to give you guys an idea of scale in terms of how large these are. I have pretty big hands, right? So these are going to give you that big, bold, almost knuckle to knuckle, and for some ladies, probably definitely knuckle to knuckle in terms of size. And I'll just stick this one right here. But I just want you to see scale, like a scale version. So this is going to be the scale of it, right? There's a sapphire. This is going to be the scale of it. There's your ruby there. And there's this one that's just terrible. I know that doesn't work really on the tip of my finger. It's not going to be helping you out with the scale. But friends, these are fantastic. Look at that. Now these are all in precious metal, all in sterling silver. You got a platinum overlay on those as well. That chrome diopside. Oh, yeah. I might have to give me one of these. I need one of those. Yes, I like it. I like it. So, $79.99. If you're looking at just a ruby ring, a typical ruby ring like this with virtually the same color, you got this really nice fire engine red on this one, which is one of the more desirable colors to see. Where'd the other one go? It's on my finger. The sapphire. Something like this, you're talking, like I said before, I think $8,000, not out of the question. I mean, my old place, they had really good prices. They probably would have sold something like that. If it was in platinum, all things being equal, non-Fisher filled, but you do have that exact same look, you're probably looking at, I think they would have let it go for probably about $49.99. Bottom, and that was 7-8 years ago. Prices have gone up on rubies, sapphires, and chrome diopside. The prices have gone up. This is a material that's mined in Siberia, mainly, predominantly. The most of what we get is, and they can only do it a couple months out of the year, because of the extreme cold temperatures. It just hardens the ground, and so it's very, very rare in that right. To begin with, just hasn't got the name out, but I think that name is starting to gain some prominence, and now that they're not able to get as much material out of there, which is virtually one source that we get this from, it can be found in different areas in the world, but for the most part, that Siberian area, not getting a lot out of it, so it's become one of those that you've seen going up, seen the price tick up on them, and you've got such a large center stone. Now, can we scroll down? I just want to give them, in terms of the chrome diopside, that was 4 karat 40. It was about 5 karat and some change on the rubies and sapphires, but your center stone on this chrome diopside, that big, I want to kind of focus here like a laser on this one, because I am kind of, full disclosure, maybe I'm a little partial, like your children. You shouldn't say that's my favorite, but I just love it because I'm such a fan of chrome diopside. But you're talking about a 9x7 millimeter here on your center stone. 1.87 minimum carat weight. That's nearly 2 carats on your center stone chrome diopside. This is not a gemstone that is known for large. I mean, it just doesn't grow. The chrome in the that is a restricting. It's a restrictive inhibitor, I would say. So you're not going to see. I mean, very often very large stones in the chrome diopside. So to get one that's nearly 2 carats, that, to me, if that's just a loose gem that we're selling for $79.99, boom, I'm in. You're getting all of these amazing rounds surrounding it. Could we put up that chrome diopside behind me? Because this ruby ring is fantastic as well. Folks, do not sleep on that. Get all 3 of them. Budget payment's going to make it very, very affordable. We can get them all for probably under $60 today. But I want you to see this sort of a large, because I don't know if I'm showing it necessarily. And I'm giving enough love to that beautiful sort of almost like a borderline midnight, borderline royal blue, kind of somewhere in between there on that blue sapphire, but I haven't been given enough love. It deserves it though. They all are fantastic. But look at this. Look at the clarity. Look at these rounds. A beautiful, desirable cut. You got a scalloped edging here. Gives it that nice boutique look, that sort of designer look. You've got nearly knuckle to knuckle. You've got a big cocktail ring. And that center stone, the 9x7, nearly 2 carats, it shows like about a 2 carat, basically. But it's one is, I mean, there's not a window to be found in this center stone, so it's not like you're going to see straight through it and see prongs or anything like that. It's just beautiful. It's got nice clarity to it. Sometimes you can see them real cloudy and included, but it's got a nice rich color, but you do have to see some nice fiery sort of flashes there. So it's got good cutting, and it's just, that's unbelievable to me. So, and you're talking about a lot of carat weight, 4 carat 40 in total. But that center stone, nearly 2 carats. So to me, that one, in terms of just collectors, I'm pulling the trigger on that. I love the mill graining too. That mill graining sort of halo that we have surrounding the center stone, and then the exterior with that scalloped edging. It's going to kind of give you the sort of impression through that mill graining, and then you've got the white metal. It gives you that impression almost of like diamonds surrounding it. So it does look very, very expensive. And quite frankly, it should be very, very expensive in terms of where we're at $79.99. That doesn't make any sense. I would think in a retail world, if you could find chrome diopside, or if you could find any of these other designs, I think you're looking at probably closer to the $1,000 mark, somewhere thereabouts, just south of $1,000. But $79.99, impossible. Such a great deal. Such a great deal. Sort of a birdcage style mounting, nice classic traditional underneath. There's sort of prongs coming up. But it's a really beautiful regal look, just sitting on a pillow of like kind gemstones. I love these. All right, folks, this is sold 111. Sold 111. I think we're the first to or one of the first to show them, other than maybe they might have been available on the website. But today you're getting them not for $99. That's probably going to be your everyday price, I would imagine. Or at least television price, that maybe even higher than that on the website. I'm not sure normally, but for the next 24 hours, you're getting these $79.99. If you're wanting to stretch the dollars out, utilize your budget pay. Get all 3 of them. Get them home. I think you're going to love them. July birthday, September birthday as well. Genuine gemstones, all of them. That is a sensational deal. You got 2 of the 3 kings, and something that looks like it's fit for a king or queen. So, fantastic, big, bold, beautiful. Any questions? All right, we are moving on. Available in most sizes at this moment. Can't say for how long. Such a great get. Love those. All right, those are fantastic. Such a good deal. Ooh. All right, so that was sold 111. Now we are moving on to sold 112. Quick word about each of your purchases. Each thing that you buy, each piece of jewelry, it could be a thing because sometimes we do lifestyle, but each piece of jewelry or whatever it is that we're selling, whether it's lifestyle, loose gems, beauty, whatever, whether it's $1 or whether it's $10,000, you'll get a meal sent out to a child in need. So the Your Purchase Feeds Foundation, which we partnered with here in the United States, across America, and then of course Shaya Patra, which is a affiliation very similar to that in India, where our parent company is located. So that's kind of a good deal. So children don't choose where they're born into, the circumstances, and any of that stuff. So I think that's a wonderful thing that your dollars are going towards. But we're not rounding up and not charging you anything extra. It's been baked into the cake for years, and we've got over, I think, 47 million meals to date that have been delivered. So with each purchase, no matter how big or small. So congrats on that. We do it in your honor. Donate to that particular charity. So that's kind of a cool thing. Now, if you got the ring, you want the matching pendant. Here we have, we're going to match the price on that as well. We're going to give you the 20-inch chain. So it's going to give you virtually that exact same look. They are meant to be, I mean, they're absolutely made to be together. And you're going to get that exact same design on, for example, in this case, okay, so maybe these have been shown before because this is the blue sapphire, but I think the chrome diopside's sold out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So $79.99, we're gonna match the price as before. So all we have available is the sapphire and the ruby variation of that. Virtually the exact same specs in terms of the measurement of the top of the ring that we just sold to you. So it's gonna sync up very, very nicely. I'm not sure how many we have available. I imagine if you wanted to, you could add some kind of post there. Unless we, oh no, wait, put the brakes on. We got the matching earrings too. So you don't have to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, $79.99. You got a $16 budget paid, almost virtually identical. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it, except to say that it is gorgeous. It's going to give you a nice size here too. We'll give you the measurement from bail to bottom here. Over about an inch and a quarter. So about an inch and a quarter from bail to bottom. The actual pendant portion itself, those sapphires in the north and south, those are going to be right at, I'd say, probably an eighth shy of an inch. So it's going to cover a nice amount of real estate. This one's very vibrant as well. So again, you're getting that very large. This one's 6 carat, 85 total weight. So give or take, I'd say probably maybe, I don't know, half a carat or something. Your ruby should be roughly the same because they're going to be the same dimensions. Corundum, of course, very hard on the Mohs hardness scale, but a 9. This is your September birthstone too. Think about giving that just classy, elegant, timeless look. Nice scalloped edging, just like the rings that we just showed you. And we're matching the price. So, I mean, $79.99 be about the price you paid, give or take. I'd say mostly give for a 20-inch sterling silver chain at retail locations. Probably 69 to 100. 109, 130, something like that. But it's a 20-inch, so got a little bit of versatility on that one. Can go down probably about half an inch. Oh, no, never mind. Check that. I cannot. So, yeah, 20 inches straight up, but on a nice chain, and that will come along with it. So, chain alone is about what you pay at the retail level, I would imagine, something thereabouts. But $79.99, and you're getting 6 carat 85. Of beautiful blue sapphires, genuine gemstones, not lab created. That is a sensational deal. Now, the chrome diopside variation of this is sold out. That tells me you need to get on it with that chrome diopside ring that we have in the previous. But we do have the sapphire and that amazing ruby available to you as well. This is item sold 112. If you just joined us, I want to encourage you to when this program is ended, I want to encourage you to sort of rewatch it and get up to about, I guess, the hour and maybe hour and 5 minute mark, and go back and check out the ring because we do have the matching rings. Okay, or it should be, maybe it's probably in the list. It's in that list. Yeah. So $79.99 because we just showed the exact same matching ring, which was going to be item sold 111. I'm not going to spend a whole ton of time on there because guess what? We've got the matching earrings. Check it out. So, trying to think of a way for me to show all of this. I'll do it like this. So, you got the ring, right? Sold 111. You got now the pendant. Sold 112. Now, these are gorgeous. Now you're going to have an opportunity to get the matching earrings. Now we're talking about a significant amount more on the carat weight here. They're a little bit smaller in terms of the size. I would say the ring and the pendant are virtually identical in terms of that face. The earring's a slight bit smaller, but not much. So big, bold look on all of them. This is going to complete that circle. These are only $89.99. So $79.99 for this one, $79.99 for that one, and only $89.99 for basically double that in terms of kind of the look. A little bit smaller again on the earrings, but you've got the nice lever backs there, which are so nice. They're going to keep it nice and secure on your ear. Give you an idea of scale there. Some nice dangles there, very elegant. You could wear them with jeans, but definitely wear these out dressed up and in that beautiful dress or whatever suit you have there, ladies. This is a beautiful, beautiful opportunity here to really get the exact match of what's all meant to be together. Now, unfortunately, we just sold out of the ruby of these. I thought we had the ruby available, but I believe that one is now sold out. So we are down to the sapphire on these. So you want to move quickly. Somebody has a birthday in September, put it away for them, or just if you're wanting to get them a gift, get all three of them, and maybe give them the pendant, maybe give them the ring next time you see them, and then for their birthday, give them the earrings, the matching earrings. Complete that set. But those are going to look fantastic together. And again, you're getting genuine corundum, you're getting genuine blue sapphires here. Of course, the Fisher filling, these treatments are common on most gemstones. 95% roughly of gemstones out there are going to have some form and fashion of treatment. So that's not uncommon these days. But what is uncommon is to get that much carat weight. And look, we got an $18 budget pay. We had, I think, a $17 or $16 and change budget pay on the ring, because those are both $79. I think it was 16 and some change. So if you look at it from a budget pay standpoint, which is zero credit check, zero interest, what you're going to be paying is less than $60. Gets all three. That total package, less than $60, is going to get all three of these home. You'll pay no shipping on any of it, which that's another what? I don't know, $4.99, $3.99 to ship, $3.99 to ship. That's another $12, $13. Yeah, fantastic. And you're going to get a combination probably of what was like 6 carat and some change, 6 carats and some change. A plethora of carat weight on genuine blue sapphires. Probably it probably is a leader in the clubhouse in terms of the most popular selling gemstone of all time. Blue sapphire. World renowned, absolutely stunning, beautiful, expensive, should be expensive, but just not. You're watching the right place. So, how many do we have of these earrings? Because I know the rubies are sold out, the chrome dots have.
We have 11.
Last in stock. Last in stock. No need to worry about any sort of sizing issues like you might with the ring. So, even if you didn't get the ring, last in stock opportunity on the earrings. Big, bold look. Give you a little measurement, and then we'll move on. But this is sold 113, sold 112, sold 111. Okay? Now I'll get you a quick measurement, and then we're going to move onward and forward. Folks, we've got a really pretty Tanzanian blue spinel ring that's coming your way here in just a little bit. It is just to die for. From top to bottom on these earrings, you're looking at right at 1.5 inches. So right at 1.5 inches in terms of the length. So give you a nice bold look, but very, very classy, very, very regal. Lovely indeed. All right. So yeah, you got to get all three. Okay. That said, quick reset. Watch it on TikTok. You click on the link in the bio above for Instagram, Facebook. You will punch in the code in the comment section. Comment, for example, this next item is going to be 114. And that will get you all the information and take you to checkout in the area. Okay, so that's all the deal if you're kind of new to this format. And also feel free to ask any questions. If time permits and you want me to flash something back in, I'm more than happy to do that for you. If you ask me a question, I'll do my best to answer. If I can't answer, I'll try to find that answer for you. Comments, and you just want to say hello, whatever. I love to hear from you guys. This is live and interactive. It's fun that way, and we always love all the feedback that we get. So thank you so much for watching, and keep watching because these deals are going to keep on coming. All right, so London Blue Topaz. Probably the most desirable of the blue topaz. You've got sort of there's sky blue, and then there's sort of a more Swiss blue, and then you graduate sort of up into that London blue, which is so very desirable. That deep, rich color. and this is something I don't know that I've seen this take with London Blue Topaz, and I really like it. I'm a huge fan of Apatite. This is going to be your Neon Apatite Halo, which I think really does add something. I love it with turquoise, and now I'm loving it with the London Blue. You've also got a double or second halo here, and I imagine those are going to, nope, oh, okay, no, you don't. But it looks like you do. Okay, so you got almost what appears to be, I thought this was a whole nother halo. It's almost like a very illusion setting type design here, which is brilliant. With this sort of mill graining that absolutely 100% gives the illusion of like a second halo of diamonds. Take a look at this. See what you guys think of this. So cool. Tell me that doesn't look like a second halo of little smaller white diamonds. Unbelievable. Yeah, because you look, I was like, and they put diamonds or white zircon or even moissanite surrounding that halo. I was like, this would be way too expensive to make, because London Blue Topaz can be very, very expensive. Topaz can be relatively inexpensive for what you get. I mean, you get such a great look with topaz in general, but with London Blue, those tend to be on the more expensive side. This is 2 karat 85 altogether. It gives you the look of a lot larger. Again, not a hand model here, so sorry, Whistler Armor's here to do it for you, but I want to show you guys the size of this. And I've got big hands, so and fairly unattractive hands, but that is so beautiful. That is so choice. I wanted to give you an idea of scale. So look at this. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Can we scroll down? I want to get the particulars. Now, we only have this available. It's $99.99. Killer buy. We only have it available in, I think, a 6, an 8, and a 9. But you'll be able to check. It's item sold 114. So you're looking at 2 karat 20 on your center stone. Shows a lot bigger because you do have this beautiful halo sort of backing it up and intensifying it, sort of drawing it out there, making it look a lot larger. But it's 10 by 7, so it's pretty large size at 2 karat 20 on that London Blue. And then you have 65 points of surrounding those round sort of neon apatite. And can we scroll down just a little bit further? Whoop, there we go. Let's see. Okay. And yeah, folks, this is all in sterling silver. It's going to have a platinum overlay. It is such a good looking ring. It looks very, very designer, very, very boutique, especially with the use of that apatite surrounding it. I'm a huge fan of that as an accent stone. I think it really just it really draws out a lot of the beautiful lighter colors in that London Blue, because you got some nice cutting on the London Blue. You're going to see some flashes. It's going to be a deeper, richer, more robust color, right, of that sort of deep, darker blue. But because those neon apatites surrounding either side of it, I feel like it sort of draws and really sort of accentuates the little flashes of almost these little neon flashes that you're seeing in that center stone. So they really, really complement each other quite nicely. And again, just at first glance, I thought, well, there's another additional halo of, smaller micro pave diamonds. It's just, that's almost like an illusion style setting that's surrounding it with a nice sort of mill, when it comes back around here, I'll show you, with a nice sort of mill graining that just gives you the impression that you've got more diamonds in that second halo. It's just a really pretty sunburst style look. And can't say enough about that. Of course, a pear shape, as always, just that's one of the more beautiful cuts in my opinion. And of course, we got DJ today, but well, DJ loves a pear shape too, I'm sure. But she's wild about pear shape, and why wouldn't you be? I totally get it, because that is one of the most amazing cuts. And you can wear it you got 2 different ways of wearing it too, which is kind of neat. You can wear it up or down, the point facing up or down. So it gives you a little bit of versatility too, which I really like. I don't know if it's a deal maker, but it's definitely something that's not a breaker. It's something that's really, really cool, I think, about a pear shape, just that versatility. And it's just gorgeous. This is a fantastic get, folks, and it's very limited. Can we scroll back up to the sizes here? I'm sorry. I've got to assume we're probably in the teens, if not in the
we
single
got 13.
digits. 13. Okay, so 13 of these available to you, ladies and gentlemen. 13. It's such a cool look. I don't see it lasting. 7, 9, and 10 available. Any jeweler, any neighborhood jeweler, local jeweler will easily be able to size this to whatever you need it to be. So if your size is not available, I would say still, if you love it. If you don't love it, it's a moot point. But if you love it, pull the trigger on it, and you can get it sized. That shouldn't be an issue. But today we do have it available. The 8 sold out, the 6 is sold out. We have it available 7, 9, and 10. London blue topaz, absolutely dreamy, surrounded by that gorgeous halo, all in precious metal, all platinum bathed, and that is a very expensive look, and it quite frankly should be. It would probably be north of $500 in any traditional retailer. But the problem is, traditional retailers usually don't take they usually don't go out on a limb to give you something unique looking like this. A lot of times they will get their jewelry on consignment, or they're buying something, they want to buy something that's more, well, time tested, something that's not quite as edgy. Maybe it's something that doesn't incorporate the use of these neon apatite, because they want something that they know has sold in the past, right? So they're going to give you the traditional looks, which are fantastic too, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I think this has a really unique look, in my opinion. But combined with a classy, elegant, sophisticated, old school style too, with that sunburst. So anyway, excellent opportunity for you. And we're going to move on. Extremely limited though. 13 of these or 12, something like that, remaining. Get that while you can. Sold 114. Talk about an eclectic mix today. We've brought it to you. And we're going to keep bringing it to you. We're going to bring you some very, very exotic gemstones here in just a moment. Well, exotic, I don't know. You've probably seen Mexican fire opal before. This is the... but you're not seeing it as much, are you? I know, I'm not either. We're not either. It seems to be limited quantities of this. Now, I don't know that this is Mexican. This could be the Brazilian. No, this is Mexican cherry fire opal, okay? What I love about this, besides the fact that we're just not seeing as much of this, at least here, I've not seen as much of it out in the retail world in the last couple of years. It seems like it's been lacking. But it is such a beautiful, rich color. I mean, just vibrant orange. I'm a huge fan of orange gemstones. It's probably one of my favorite colors in a gemstone, so that fiery look, and it's in the name. But what I love about this one is you're getting that traditional, classic halo style, right? But you've got a double halo, and you've got it of moissanite as well. So carat 20 total weight. It's going to show about like a carat, probably a little less, but again, opal. Like what we talked about earlier in terms of the specific gravity of it and the density, maybe specific density. It's not a very dense gemstone, so typically I think a good rule of thumb, kind of generally speaking, is it's like take whatever the carat weight and times it by 2 is usually kind of the look that you get. Not always, so keep that in mind. But you get a really big look here on that center stone. Shows like a full carat. I'm assuming it's less. But you've got that halo of moissanite. Those of you who aren't familiar with moissanite, this is not a CZ. It's got a lot more fire, a lot more brilliance, a lot more rainbow dispersion, and very high refractive index on moissanite. It's lab created, but it's not inexpensive to create. It is one of the more expensive lab created gemstones out there, and it's probably one of the fastest trending. We can't keep them in stock. You can't keep inventory up on moissanite, because once you get moissanite, you realize, whoa, this is like more impressive than my $20,000, $30,000 diamond, my D-flawless diamond, my VVS, E-colored diamond that I've got, that I spend a fortune on. You get a lot of pop, a lot of fire, a lot of brilliance, a lot of sparkle, and it just adds to that beautiful center stone and just makes it really what is almost, I wouldn't call it a cocktail ring, but a very strong presence. I'll give you an idea of scale here. Big hands, full disclosure, blah, blah, yada. The same thing I tell you all the time, but if you're new, I've got kind of larger hands, But it is just, it's classic. You can't go wrong. Always, in my opinion, no, not necessarily, but an orange gemstone with the vermeil or in gold, I think, is fantastic. But you've also got platinum with, in terms of the prongs, platinum overlay, all on precious metal of your moissanite there, which I think is it's nice to mix it up. So we basically did a little bit of almost the look of white gold and the look of yellow gold. which is 2.5 microns, and then presumably a decent amount of that platinum over the prong. So I really like that dichotomy. But your band is going to be, and so is the under. Just a second, I'll show you. When you saw just a glimpse of it. So don't blink, don't blink. Your under gallery here is going to be in the yellow gold too, that sort of birdcage style. So it's a real nice, got a lower profile, but it's sitting on a pillow of moissanite. This is $69.99. We've got it available, size 5 just sold out. We've got it available in 6 through 10 at the moment. We have 7 5-star reviews on this. That is, statistically, that's very, very high marks. Why? Because you're getting quality, top gem quality on your center stone. You're getting the look of VVS diamonds surrounding it, probably with more sparkle and pop. And you're getting it all for $17.50 on budget pay if you want to do that today. Less than $20 gets it home. You're not going to pay any shipping. It's beautiful. Classic style. Never going to go out of style. This is what I was talking about before, and I was like, jewelers want to go traditional. They might want to stick to the more traditional, more classic, more time-tested. This is that. And it's that for a reason. It's time-tested. Like that is never, ever going to go out of style. And it's absolutely beautiful. Classy, elegant. You dress it up, dress it down. Can we scroll down? I want to give them the exact dimensions or measurements on that center stone. I mean, it's probably about a 9x7 or an 7x5. Shows a lot bigger. 7x5 on your fire opal. And it's 80 points. So you got minimum 80 points. Easily shows like a full carat. And then some, in my opinion. And then you've got about 40 points on your moissanite. And that is a good looking center stone too. Get this one home. You're gonna fall in love. If you love orange gemstones, that fiery sort of almost reddish orange is just to die for. You got a lot of nice vibrancy in it too. Seeing lots of nice flashes of like some little red flashes in there and sort of yellow flashes. It's just beautiful. Such a pretty stone, and we just don't see it as much as I would like to here anymore. When I first came here, I felt like we had a lot more jewelry. About a year and a half ago, a little over maybe now. But I feel like we had a lot more fire opal, and every time I see it, I'm just like, I fall in love with it all over again. It's a really good looking ring, classic, timeless, can't go wrong. Beautiful vermeil, all precious metal, and for $69.99, you're getting a $2,000 look, easy. If this is in solid gold, if those are diamonds, the quality that look like this moissanite, yeah, you're looking at well over $2,000, easy. So that's the look you're getting. In terms of just everyday price, I gotta imagine this will bump back up to probably $99, somewhere thereabouts, but today you can get it for $69.99. Utilize your budget pay. Get that one home. Can't go wrong. Also, October birthstone for what it's worth with the opal. All right? Very sizable if you're one of the sold out sizes. But that is fantastic. This is sold 115, and we will get ready to move over to sold 116. And we got opals coming up real quick while we're sort of entering that in the system. Quick preview. We've got a Tanzanian blue spinel with the matching pendant. We've got looks like a citrine, amazing citrine ring. We've got this, ooh, hello, gorgeous. Lepidolite. Whoa. That is nice. So we're 13 to 14 millimeters, stretchy bracelet here. Yeah, will it work for the guys? Yeah, probably. It's gonna work for virtually any size wrist. This is a clearance item. This is 262 carats. It's Brazilian. This is wine lepidolite. Something you're probably not used to seeing. Something that it's full disclosure, this is the first time in person that I think well, maybe second, third, maybe second, that I've seen this material, because this is something you don't come by every day. Can we scroll down just a little bit to the bottom? So we got the carat weight. This is 262 carats. You've got something that is basically, you're talking all natural gemstone here, but you've got some almost like some Schiller effect going on with this that is really fascinating. Now this is something typically you're not going to see it in a lot of faceted jewelry. It's a little lower on the most hardness scale, so you might, I think but they're not saying no treatment on it. There's not any kind of resin cover it. So we got something that's really, really unique though. If you're a gemstone collector out there, you're gonna really, really love this, because I don't know if this is gonna show. I hope it does. But look at all that sort of that schiller effect that you're getting there, almost like an agilurescence type deal. See all that flash? Isn't that amazing? It's very much. I mean, obviously, at first glance, you're thinking, okay, well, that's kind of a cool looking sort of an amethyst. It's different. It's got almost, well, they're calling it wine, which that makes sense for sure. These look like little wine grapes. If they had chiller effect and were absolutely stunning. Almost in some cases, it almost looks like you're getting sort of a cat's eye effect. That's probably going to be your stretchy bracelet cord going through, but that schiller is no doubt. And you've almost got like a little bit of a chatoyancy going on. The way the light hits this one, folks, you've got to get this home because it's only $47.99. Only $47.99. You see what I'm talking about here? A little bit larger representation. I don't know if you guys could see that there, but almost every single one of these stones has amazing sort of a schiller effect or agilurescence, for lack of a better term. Just beautiful, and it's almost got a. I'm trying to figure out the best way to describe it. It's almost got like a beautiful, almost a nacre look about it as well. That is just dreamy. It's like a little three-dimensional iridescence in each of these. Stunning. This is really, really pretty. And I've never, now that I think about it, I've seen someone show one on TV here before, but I don't think I've ever actually seen it in person. That's one of the cool things about working here is you occasionally run across something you've never seen and you're just like sort of blown away by it. This is really, really fascinating. Folks, take advantage of this. $47.99. I think that $47.99, you probably be eligible for the free shipping. Don't quote me on that 100%. This is a clearance item. It's the first time I'm seeing it though. But folks, yeah, can't go wrong with that. And it's just something truly unique. Good conversation piece here too. But man, every single one of these stones, and again, pretty large size here. Take a look. Every single one of those has that crazy schiller going on. It's truly, truly magnificent. So, yeah, folks, you got a budget pay of $10, $9.60. How many do we have available?
93.
93. Okay, so a little less than 100 on these. Definitely don't miss that. This is really, really cool. This is going to be sold 116, and wow, this is fascinating. So the Brazilian lepidolite. This is not something you're going to find at just a run-of-the-mill mall jeweler. In terms of bead, that's no. So very, very extraordinary, very, very rare. Gemstone collectors, you need to get this home. You'll love it. All right, we're going to move on. This is item sold 116. So again, sold 116, and it's just marvelous. Marvelous. Cool. Love that. All right, I could look at this all day. This is sleeper, less than $50. So from that very exotic Brazilian stone, we venture to Tanzania. This is Tanzania.
Hey, Chris, real fast, would you like some water? I was going to grab myself some.
That would be fantastic. You can tell I'm getting little parts. Tanzania, like Madagascar, so many amazing discoveries here as of late. And friends, this, full disclosure, this is going to be a ring. Full disclosure, I own this ring because I love. I got to tell them that I had this. My Gatorades. I love Tanzanian blue spinel. You get this rich cobalt blue, almost. It's well, it's hard to describe. I guess the closest way to describe it is, there's like to me, it is very similar. If you've ever seen like one of those very, very $10,000 a carat, like cashmere sapphire, sort of cobalty blue or blue jean. That's a terrible description, but this is like It's unlike any other blue you're going to see out there. Now there's some treatments. It's got the diffusion technique that's done with it, but that's a little bit of a mystery because there's really only one vendor that we know that can get this particular material, blue spinel. But it is just unlike anything else. It's so exotic, so beautiful. If you're a lover of blue gemstones, you will absolutely fall in love. Now, typically when you see these here, they're going to be not quite super clear. They'll be a little bit more milky, I would say, to somewhat translucent. But this one, it's got really nice translucence to it as well. And it's just beautiful. It's surrounded by moissanite, the aforementioned moissanite, where you're going to get a lot of fire, brilliance, and sparkle. 4 carat 65, rather large on your center stone. We'll get those particulars to you in just a little bit. And I can tell you right now, friends, I think it was, of course we have a small employee discount, but not much, but it's nice. We're not mad at it, but I think mine was at 129 or maybe 99. No, it was over 100 when I got it, right? Because again, full disclosure, I own this ring because I loved it. But when I got mine, let's just call it $99, right? For the sake of this argument, it was at a minimum. I think it was closer to 109. But friends, we're doing this for $79.99. I gotta think that price bumps back up after 24 hours. I'm not, but I say all that to say this. I'm not. Thank you so much, DJ. I say all that to say this. I'm not mad that I paid a little more for mine, and that it's now $79 because I think it's worth a lot more than even what I paid. Very nice. Okay, so take a look at this. Big, beautiful cocktail ring. There you go, TikTok. And DJ, could you make sure that everybody's seeing this really well? Because I want them to behold. I mean, it's just absolutely drop-dead gorgeous.
That's good.
And that color is unlike any other blue you're going to see out there. 7, 8, 9, and 10 are the only sizes we have available. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, it's very sizable. You got a situation where you got sterling silver bathed in platinum, so you're going to get a very, very expensive look. It's a classic sort of sunburst design, a little bit different variation on it because what you've got here is a halo, your smaller sort of micro pave halo of moissanite, but you're going to get a pack of a big punch though. And then you've got these even larger pear shapes, giving it a really, really rich sunburst. I think that kind of makes it a little bit, kind of switches it up a little bit in my mind with these gorgeous pear shapes and just gives it a really almost like a fierce outer edge that just makes it different from just your traditional halo designs. But it is very sizable. Can we scroll down to the bottom? This is $79.99. Ladies and gentlemen, $20 on budget pay. And then there's only three more payments of $20. So 4 payments, not 5, 4 of $20. It's 2 carat 25 on that spinel. Birthstone, yeah, spinel recently added as your August birthstone. Okay, so you peridot, maybe somebody's all peridoted out. Get them a spinel. Spinel, relatively hard on the Mohs hardness scale, comes in about 7.5, 8 in some cases. So it's very durable gemstone. It's absolutely beautiful. 9x7, 2 carat 25 though. A 2 carat 25. This is more. I'd say this. You're kind of getting into Roval territory, but it's just a beautiful stone. Can't say enough about it. Again, I own this one. Paid a lot more for it, but not mad at that I paid more for it because I think it's worth a lot more than even the what I paid for it. And most assuredly, you're getting some really exotic gemstone material here with this. So super bullish on this one. And one of the things I didn't know though when I got that was that we had the matching pendant. We have the matching pendant. So this was sold $117 on that big cocktail ring. Yep. So 2 carat 25, and then the remainder of that. So I don't know, whatever 4 carat 65 minus 2 carat 25. So you got about 2 carats and what 40, 2 carat 40 in the moissanite surrounding it. But absolutely stunning. Can't go wrong. Classic design, fairly low profile on that one. So it's gonna make it everyday wearable. But it absolutely you want to talk about an expensive look? Yeah. It looks like a $25,000 ring. If that's a sapphire, which I've never seen quite a sapphire with quite that color of blue, this would be off the charts. Spinel, collector's gemstone, very rare Tanzanian blue spinel. Take advantage of that. All right, so we're gonna move on to the matching pendant if we could, because this is sold 117. I don't own the pendant. I own the ring, but I wonder how many of these pendants we have. How many of those rings do we have left?
61.
So 61 of those rings. We got a lot of them because that's going to sell very, very well.
This pendant, we only have 4.
Okay, the pendant, we only have 4. So a little bit more of a dire situation when it comes to the pendant there. Sold 118. Here's the good news. You are getting virtually that exact look. I'm just going to kind of put them side by side here just to make sure. Yes. So you're getting virtually an identical look to the matching ring in terms of dimension. It's going to be 4 carat 65. Virtually identical. Exact pairing. They're meant to be together. But with the pendant, you're only paying $69.99. I don't know why it's less, because you're also getting the chain. Yeah, you're getting an 18-inch chain. So for the price of the chain, you're getting a 2 carat and some change. Gorgeous, again, gorgeous. Blue spinel, Tanzanian blue spinel that matches that amazing ring. Look at this. Exact everything. So I'm not gonna spend too terribly much time on it. I kind of want to sit here for a second though, because I know new people are kind of coming in and coming out. But if you did just join us, you've got the ring. And we've got about 1 per state with the ring, thankfully. Problem is, we've only got 4, maybe 5 on the pendant if you count this one. 5 on the pendant. The pendant is $69. The ring, which was item sold 117, this is sold 118, but they match. If you get one, I highly encourage you to get the other. That's just, because I don't know where you're going to... Again, I think with the vendor we deal with, I think there's only 1 vendor or maybe 2 tops that even have access to this material. So you're talking about something very, very rare, something very, very hard to find in the marketplace, something I would say it with pretty good assurity that you're not going to find something like this at most traditional jewelers, and maybe not even some of the more high end. It's rare to see. So collectors, you got collectability, and you've got a very, very beautiful color if you're a lover of blue gemstones, and then you've got a really, really killer outer design surrounding it in that double halo. So this is going to be about sort of that Goldilocks size in terms of halo. It's not too super tiny. It's gonna rest nice and flat, because of the width of it there. But if you get the ring, I'm gonna highly encourage you to get this. You can do them on budget pay. You're gonna spend less than $40 for both of them. This is $17.50, and this was like I think $20. So for less than $40, you get it all home. You're not going to pay any shipping and handling, because that's going to get you over. You'll be well over the $40 or the $50 threshold. So sold 118. There's 4. We'll say 4 just to be on the safe side. There's 4 remaining, maybe 5, and then about 1 per state on that beautiful ring, which, full disclosure, I own and I love. So take advantage of that, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely stunning. Oh, by the way, yeah, you're getting the chain too. It's going to be all sterling silver, ditto, what the ring was. But sterling silver, bathed in platinum, so hypoallergenic and gorgeous. Not to see another blue gemstone like that out there. Spinel, your new August birthstone. Very durable, very collectible, and drop dead gorgeous. That blue it's fire. You've never seen blue like that before. So, we're going to move on. This was item 118, 117. Get the ring, get the matching pendant, 5 left. All right. I know I repeat myself sometimes, but when there's only 5 of something left, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. You gotta do it now, because that means if it gets one showing, because we're still in clearance. If it gets one showing, they just throw it out there as a clearance item, then they're gone, never to return probably. All right, so I'm going to pick up the pace just a little bit because I do want to get to everything that we have remaining, and I most assuredly want to get to this Asher Cut Neon, if nothing else. But these are fantastic, folks. You are getting premium Montepuez Ruby here in a gorgeous bypass style ring with sort of some sunburst style halo. But I love the incorporation. I'm a huge fan of the bypass style. This is $49.99. Is it the biggest ruby? Not necessarily, but it has a big presence, this ring does. It most assuredly does. Just to give you an idea scale, I've got big ugly hands, I know it, but there you go. So it shows a lot larger, I say, than the carat weight. It's a carat 10 total weight, but just gonna have white zircons. These are gonna be all genuine gemstones, genuine premium ruby there. $49.99. Can I get and we have it available in sizes 5 through 10, which suggests that these are the first time they're being shown. If they're all available in every size, which means these aren't going to last. 60 points just on that center stone. Wow. So 60 points just on the center stone. And can we scroll on just a hair? Wait, go back up. I'm sorry. And these are not Fisher filled. So you're talking about genuine rubies and of course sapphire, no Fisher filling, and a 60 pointer. These will absolutely be sold out in a heartbeat on a prime time. One airing on TV. If they do them at the price that we are going to do them at, folks, $49.99, $50 for genuine ruby, genuine sapphire, not Fisher filled. The heat treatment, of course, and like I said, 95% of gemstones are treated in some form or fashion. You've got white zircon, not to be confused with zirconia, surrounding. All typically those aren't heat treated. Sometimes they are, just kind of clean them up a little bit. But genuine gemstones, everything about it. So roughly 60 points. I'm going to assume ditto that on the sapphire, and I'm going to assume the price is the same on the sapphire as well. They're going to be in the same auction there. So for less than $50, or let's just say for $100, you can get both of these. That is a phenomenal value. When we're talking about look, we're not talking lab created. We're talking the real deal. Okay, lab created are beautiful and they're clean and they look good. But you're talking investment, not full disclosure, not an investment advisor, but you're talking an investment when you talk about precious gemstones. Yeah. 2 of the 3 kings, corundum, hard, 2, 9 on the most hardest scale. Zircon's about a 7.5. So you've got something that's very durable, classic style design, a little bit different, mixing it up with the bypass, which I think gives it a little edge, makes it a little bit different in terms of a unique perspective, which I always love the bypass styling. I think that's super chic and gives it a very expensive look and very designer sort of boutique style in there. So, but other than that, you've got kind of a classic look that's never going to go out of style either. So this is like the best of both worlds. Take advantage of it. Come in and get them both. I can't encourage this strongly enough. 60 points. So that's larger than your average engagement ring size diamond. I think it's like 34 pointer. But 60 points on your center stones alone. All right, carat 10 total weight. Remainder of that going to be in that beautiful white zircon. We're going to move on just because of the constraints of time. I wish we had more time on these. This is a new item, folks. It should not be going out of here at a clearance price, but if these get one showing on TV, goodbye gone, especially prime time. So very, very, very cool item there. And we've got another hard to find, or harder, I'd say, to come by. I mean, you can find it out at the retail level, but this quality, I don't know. Labradorite, folks. It's one of our fan favorites. This is a very large stone here. You got 97 carats. Obviously not here in your labradorite. This is $79.19 on clearance. I'm just going to get to things very, very quickly. But what we have is black spinel. I love this black spinel necklace that they've combined it with. I even love, look at all the detail back here. Now this is sterling silver. All right, all that sterling silver right there. Look at the sort of nice little sort of oxidized, that sort of shadowing that you get through that. You've got a little bit of different sort of little jump rings there. All sterling silver, right? So that's going to give you some versatility in terms of the length on here, but it's 18 to 20 inches. Got a pretty big size center stone there. I don't know the exact carat weight on that labradorite, but it is a very, very large in terms of dimension. You're getting a big look. You've got a nice labradorescence, which is that Schiller effect. This is from the feldspar, so cousin to your moonstone. And it's just beautiful. I even love the surrounding bezel setting, and this looks super designer, super boutique, and it's going to be about 2.5 inches from here to here. But you've got all this woven black spinel, all individually faceted, all just a plethora of carat weight on that black spinel, which goes so beautifully with the gray and the darker hues that you see of this labradorite. But then you see these blue Schiller effects as you turn it. You see almost this ghost inside there through all the sort of inclusions there, and almost like a blue and green, really, really gorgeous look on that labradorite. Each one's going to be different, good quality control department here, so they're all going to, you're going to get something that approximates that and has a really, really nice, sort of labradorescence. And folks, that's a clearance price, unbelievable, $79.19. All genuine gemstones. Don't miss it. Absolutely beautiful. This is an interesting look. This would become, I think, somebody's signature look, because this is one I think people are just going to be like, oh my gosh, they're going to gush over it. So beautiful. We're going to move on just because we're almost out of time, and I want to make sure that we get to probably one of my favorite rings in the company. But suffice to say, folks, we've had a great time with you today, if I don't tell you before I leave, and I do appreciate all of you. Now, this, full disclosure, I adore this ring. I think it's one of the most beautiful rings we have in the company. I adore an Asher cut, and I adore a Paraiba apatite, because this is going to give you, these are genuine gemstones. It looks like it's from outer space. It looks like it's from outer space. It gives you almost the exact look of that just neon pool water blue Paraiba tourmaline. Each one of these stones, we're talking 3 carat 15. I'm going to put it kind of on my finger here. 3 carat 15 Asher cuts, all very large. Platinum over sterling silver. Not necessarily the most fancy setup, but you've got a very good cut on each of these. Give it so much life, almost like it's, if you turn it upside down, it's like a reverse sort of pyramid cut with that Asher cut. Meets a cushion kind of deal. This is $39.99. $39.99. Each one of these, if those are genuine Paraiba tourmaline, and you have virtually that identical look, if each one of those is Paraiba tourmaline, you're talking about, you're going to have to add 2 zeros to the end of that $39.99. That is the look. These are genuine gemstones. And they look like they're from outer space. The glow is unlike anything you're ever going to see. It is so beautiful. I can't say enough about this one. It's very sizable. If we don't have it in your size, we do have it in sizes 5 through 8. This is item sold
121.
121. Okay. So item sold 121. Look at this. Look at this. Look, how many do we have?
We have
4.6.
33.
Okay, we have 33 of these. I think we probably ordered more. This is material, we keep lucking out and are able to get a little bit more of it, and it never disappoints. It never disappoints. We have about 30 of these, so a little bit less than one per state. Close to 3 dozen. Nevertheless, if you wanted to, you could get 2 of these and use them as ring guards for some other white gold or platinum ring. You could get 3 of them, 2 of them, and stack them up if you want to. You want to get a little thicker look, but it is a very, very thick road that you have here. I just love those cuts. I'm so crazy about this color, and I'm so bullish on the value that you get when you get these, because again, I've sold Paraiba tourmalines. I've sold probably several dozen Paraiba tourmalines in my life, and they're always very, very expensive. There are even a quarter carat Palladium tourmaline goes for thousands of dollars. And so let's see, 3 carat 15 divided by 5. You know, you're getting. I don't have time to do the math. I'm not good enough at arithmetic right now. But you're getting, basically these are about close to a quarter of an inch, just shy of a quarter of an inch in terms of the width. So you're getting a wide band look, very sizable. I say get 2 of them, stack them up, and or use them as ring guards, but just so beautiful. And it's it's not anything in terms of design it's necessarily, it's just east to west big band look, but so beautiful. So I'm very bullish on this one for that reason. $39.99 I think is just it's a giveaway price. Sterling silver, platinum overlay, and 5 through 8 available to you right now as I speak. $13.33 on budget pay. Yeah, I say if you can afford it, get 2 of them because then you're not going to pay any shipping. Or grab one of the other items that we've shown. We had a lot of great items, folks. I'm sorry I didn't get to these Mexican Fire Opal and well, can we pop them in here in the last minute? Quick, yeah. Let's get to these because I just saw these before the show. All right, so this was sold 126, right?
That's 121.
121, forgive me, 121, and then
that's 125.
And then this will be 125. The earrings. Okay, last item here, folks. I just want to get to them because I think they're so beautiful, and I think they go really nicely with that Mexican Cherry Fire Opal ring that we gave you earlier. Although these are going to be in platinum with sterling silver, and I'm going a little bit long here. Sorry, guys, and sorry to you, DJ. I'll be quick here. I just wanted to give these a showing because I haven't seen them yet, and they're so beautiful. You're getting the marriage, which we rarely see, a Fire Opal, and then you're getting that Ethiopian Wella Opal with all that rich play of color. So the best of both worlds. Hello, October babies. This should be your jam. If you are an opal lover, this absolutely should be your jam. These are going to be a little bit over an inch. You got them very, very well made. You've got this the nook here for your earlobes. They say nice and secure. That's going to give them more stability as well. And folks, at the price that we're doing them, $99.99 for 3 carats of beautiful opal, all designed, staggered, gorgeous. Get these in date night lighting. I want to thank everybody for watching today. Appreciate all of you as usual. Stay tuned for another one at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I'm going to be on the overnight tonight. I encourage all of you to watch that. This will be Monday, today's Sunday, so Monday 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. I hope you'll come and see me and my pal Becky Booker. Until next time, God bless you, folks. Go back and check it out if you just joined us, but appreciate you. Cheers. These are awesome. Excellent. Thanks for that water too.
No worries, man.
So, I was drying out like a cat.